Yo, what's up, good people? Blessings to all. My name is Dondrick, and you are watching another edition of Fat Boy Fashion. Let's go. Big fellas, how y'all doing out there, man? Today, I want to talk to you guys about styles versus trends, or being stylish versus being trendy. My first point about trends is that oftentimes trends are more bold, they're more crazy. A lot of times they come with different colors or strange cuts, don't match what the mainstream style is. And that's because trends really come from the top end designers. They're always trying to push the bounds of fashion, and that's why you see so many crazy things that you or I will probably never wear. But there are often some trends that do stand the test of time, and that turns into style. My second point about trends or being trendy is often a complex thing. It's really more for creative people. That's why when you see celebrities or what have you, or people with money, they usually have stylists to style them so that they look different from a normal person. That's not on accident. And it's not an accident that oftentimes we don't have access to those various designers or even the stylists who style those celebrities. Half the time they wear things that you or I would never wear. Because like I said, it just looks crazy, or it's too bold, it's just too in your face for a normal person like myself to be able to get away with and to look as if I'm normal. My third point about trends or being trendy is that trends always push the boundaries. They're always stepping over the line. How many times have you seen a guy and been like, that dude might have went too far, or that dude looks homeless? It's because trends always push the boundaries of normality. But one thing I will give to trends or trendy people is that the certain trends that do stand the test of time is what starts trickling down to the normal people. So then it becomes a new norm. My fourth point about trends is just, it's so expensive to keep up with. Not only is it expensive, but it's time consuming. And not only that, but you really have to be creative. And the reason why trends can cost so much money is because on a season to season basis, even sometimes a month to month basis, things change. So that thing that you were wearing 2 months ago, if you're that trendy person, may not be in style 2 months from now. And that's the reason it takes so much money to be trendy. Money that I don't have, time that I don't have, and a body that I don't have. My fifth and final point about being trendy is that you have to have a lot of inventory. You can't have one trendy outfit and then call yourself trendy. After you do it once, you have to be able to do it again. And then you have to be able to do it again. And then you have to be able to do it again. That's how people really know if you're trendy or not. Or are you just trying to be something that you're not? Maybe you're just trying to look like your favorite celebrity. But you trendy people, whatever you're trying to do, you better do it now, because that outfit is going to be out of style next week. Now that I've gone over the trends, I want to give 5 points about being stylish. Number one, styles, they just last longer. I mean, to be honest with you, you can buy a piece today and end up wearing it for 3 to 5 years because that style will still be intact. When you're stylish, you don't have to worry about what's big or what's next or what's new, because you let the rich people be your case studies to those things. And those things that last the test of time end up becoming stylish. So you let them do the work. And when that trend becomes a little more normal, then you be right there to pick it up. My second point about being stylish is it's usually a simpler version of fashion. They're usually cleaner lines, it's not as complex, it's not as hard to put together. It doesn't take as much thought or creativity. The person who doesn't have a creative bone in their body can be stylish because it's a whole lot easier than keeping up with the new thing. My third point about being stylish is that it doesn't really stand out as much. And if you're the bolder type, maybe you want to look into some more trendy pieces. But if you're the type that's kind of understated, who likes to fly below the radar, then you just worry about being stylish. And my definition of style or being stylish is dressing well relative to the day and time we live in. Whether it's the type of shirt that's really in right now, or maybe it's a cut of jeans or pants that are really in right now. Whatever's relative to the times, dressing well by those standards makes you stylish. My fourth point about being stylish is that it's more normal, it's more mainstream, so you're going to see a whole lot more people doing it because it's more widely accepted. So you don't really have to worry about looking like a fool if you're keeping up with the times. And my fifth point about style is it doesn't cost as much money to achieve, and you don't need as much inventory to be stylish as you would need to be trendy. Because like I said, the pieces you buy last a whole lot longer when you're worried about just style versus worried about being trendy. Trends come and go. Styles stay for a while. So which side do I lean more towards? It's kind of a toss-up. I'm somewhere in the middle of styles and trends. I like to take basic style and then add trendy pieces to it so that it doesn't look so terrible and out of place that I look like an idiot for wearing it. But I do like the trendy aspect because I do enjoy the artistry of fashion. I do enjoy the creativity that's involved, which is why I made this page. Because I love the creativity in fashion, but also I saw a need because nobody was catering to the bigger guy. So guess what? I got your back. And you will always hear me say, never ever wear anything that you're not comfortable in. It's pointless to put you in something you're not comfortable in because you're not going to wear it with confidence. And confidence is key in anything that you do. When you're interviewing for that new job, they want you to display some level of confidence. When you're talking to that beautiful young lady, she wants you to display some level of confidence. Nobody likes a guy who's unsure of himself. So be confident in who you are and your abilities. Be confident in your capabilities. And based on the information that you're getting here, be confident in the outfit that you decide to rock. Because the accessory that's going to pull that outfit together is confidence. My cousin texted me this week after watching my first episode of Fat Boy Fashion, and he was concerned about buying and wearing skinny jeans. He was concerned about how they would look around his thighs. He was concerned about him losing, I guess, a little bit of his masculinity, and he wanted me to give him some advice on how he should buy and or wear skinny jeans. So for the bigger guy who are thinking about making that step towards skinny jeans, I have two pieces of advice for you. Number one, if you're not comfortable in how they may fit, especially since us bigger guys have to shop online, then you might want to size up. If you're at a 42-inch waist, buy a 44 the first time. You may need a belt, sure, to keep your pants up. But at the end of the day, if you're not sure whether or not you're going to be comfortable in skinny jeans, at least if you're going to spend your money, you want to spend your money on something that you think you're going to be able to wear. And sizing up will give you that extra room, that extra security that you need for starting off. Or you can go with tip number 2, which is buy a pair of slim jeans. And when you buy those jeans, if you don't like the way they fit in certain areas, then take them to a tailor. Like I said before in the first episode, I live in Los Angeles. Tailors are readily available here. I can go downtown LA and get a pair of pants tailored for $5-6, and it'll take them like 15 minutes. And that's actually something you can do with a pair of jeans you may already have. But just make sure they're not too baggy, because there's not much you can do with a huge pair of jeans because they're cut a certain way. And I told you guys before, I'm gonna always keep it real with you guys. I'm gonna always keep it 100. I'm gonna always be transparent with you guys. I never thought I would be here talking to you guys like this. I'm a shy guy by nature. and I don't really like putting myself out in the world. So me sitting here talking to you guys like this is a huge step of faith on my behalf. And the response has been overwhelmingly positive. That just proves to me, and it should prove to you, that you never really know what you're capable of until you start trying to do it. That dream, that goal, that vision you have to step out on faith and do something that you've never done before, to do something that you've never been taught to do, it's hard, it's scary, but it's necessary, and it's worth it. And if you do it for a while and you realize it didn't work, at least you have no regrets. So I encourage you guys out there to start moving in a direction that gets you what you want and gets you where you need to be. Stop worrying about how you think things will be and start controlling how things will be. Don't let your mind wander and drift off and create the narrative to your life without you having even written it. No, you take control. You control the narrative of your life by going out and doing, and not just wondering what would have happened had I done it. An object at rest tends to stay at rest, but an object in motion tends to stay in motion. And the thing that I found hardest when doing something is really starting. Once you start and once you get into the groove of things, then it's easier to continue to do it. But if you never start something, you'll never get anything. Life is hard either way. Starting something is just as hard as not starting something and wonder what would have happened had I started. So I want to encourage you guys to get up and get out and move closer to that dream or to that goal or to that vision you guys have. Trust me, if I can sit up here and do this, then y'all can do what y'all need to do. Alright, so remember the tips I gave you about styles versus trends. Remember to like, share, and subscribe if you like the channel, if you like the videos, if you like the information. And most importantly, be confident. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Confidence doesn't come from the outside in, it comes from the inside out. If you think you're confident, then you are confident. Don't let anybody tell you what you are. You tell yourself what you are. But fellas, I truly thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of Fat Boy Fashion. And I'm going to catch you guys later. And remember, just because we big, don't mean we can't stay fly. Peace.